Today, we're going to talk about the best blogging niches that make money in 2022.
One of the things I find really funny, Christina, is that people ask me, do blogs make money? And I'm like, absolutely. And the niche you choose, right? The topic, the category that you blog about will, impact how much money you're going to make. But before you do that, I feel too many people just say, I'm going to make a travel blog or I'm going to do XYZ niche. But before you make that decision, we really have to stop and think about what monetization methods are available to me and how am I going to really monetize that. If that's super duper important when you think about popular niches that make money. So some of the ways I've seen blogs make money and popular bloggers make money with is advertising and sponsorships. So think about, running ads and what is the Google AdSense going to pay me? Who are the sponsors that are going to pay me? Because sponsorship money is going to vary from industry to industry. So for example, if you're starting like a finance blog, advertising money is going to be much, much higher than a generic sports blog. Another thing we ought to think about is affiliate marketing, right? That's when you refer people to buy a product that you like, and then that place is going to give you a commission. For example, if you just send somebody, hey, these are my favorite pair of shoes, the commission on that is not going to be as high versus you say, this is my favorite VPN, the commission is going to be a little bit higher. So think about which products are you going to promote if you were starting in a niche and what kind of commission you can get. Another thing, which a lot of bloggers and creators evolve, in their journey to selling their own products, whether it's digital products or physical products, because that's where you make a lot more money, right? Whenever somebody's doing advertising or affiliate marketing, you're getting a small portion of the total pie. When you're selling your own products, you're getting a much larger portion of the pie. So, what digital products or physical products you could potentially sell to your users? And this is what our business is, right? So we have a blog with WP Beginner, and of course, we make money on affiliate marketing by only recommending products that we use ourselves. But really, the bigger chunk of our revenue is driven from selling digital products, our own products, like which are software and plugins. And lastly, can you sell services? Right, a lot of bloggers when they're first starting out, they will sell services, whether they're doing travel point consulting, credit card point consulting stuff. Maybe they're doing photography on the side. Maybe they're doing coaching and whatnot. So we have to keep these ways of monetization in mind before we consider a blogging niche, because just about every blogging niche can make money as long as you have a plan of action in there. With that said, I will start with the first blogging niche that's proven to make money is health and fitness. We all care about our health. The health of the world is going down. People are gaining weight. There's all sorts of diets, whether it's paleo and gluten-free and raw food and keto and all that. And you can choose any one of those topics, make a whole blog about it. You can sell recipes. You can sell, goodness supplies or anything that the health and fitness niche is proven to make money in 2022. It will make money in 2023. It made money in 2015. This is one of those things that will always make money. As a matter of fact, I remember back in the day, there was this dude who would give you like a 4-minute ab workout, and he was making millions of dollars, right? So people always want to look good. We want to look good, right? So this industry is always going to be there. Any blog on this topic is going to do good.
Yeah, I think that that's a big one. It's always a big one. What can you dig into? The other one is personal finance. Everybody wants to either save money or make money. And so if you can come up with something that you are really interested in, think about it as you want to niche down or niche down. You don't want to have everything about personal finance. You want to dig into something a little bit more of what is in your wheelhouse. Like, do you know how to make frugality your whole passion, like money saving tips? You're using coupons, if you have ideas on how to, save money in all the ways that you can, or you can go the other end. You can do investing. Your whole website can be all about investing, marketing tips, investing, anything like that. A lot of people, they love to see and hear about the journey about paying off debt. So, do you know how to pay off debt? Did you come up with some incredible way that you could pay debt off and pay off your student loans, your mortgage, and everything? Then you could create something about that. The cool thing about this, and really in any of these that we talk about, you should also just want to share your journey. When you're sharing your journey, that's something that's specific to you, then that will connect with your audience. And then it's pretty common that that's the focus of what people are doing. They're actually connecting with you and your journey in this process.
kind of going along that same line, a trend that I've seen going up quite a bit, and this niche I think is just going to continue booming and booming, is travel. All right, we love traveling, especially since as air travel and all the travel has become more affordable. We want to go to places, and when we can't go to places, we want to experience it through the eyes of the others, right? I mean, I know when we were in the lockdown mode during COVID, guess what I was doing? I was watching all the travel bloggers. I was living vicariously through all of those videos, reading all of those blog posts. And the cool part about travel blogging is, one, you have to love travel blogging, but there's several ways you can monetize it. You have advertisers like flights, hotels, tour companies, travel gear. All of these companies are looking for influencers that would just help them get more users. There's just so many locations. I mean, now even during the lockdown, everybody was like RVing, right? And the RV world was huge. So travel as an industry has just boomed like insanely, and I believe this niche is going to continue to grow now that we are outside of COVID. It's ramping up. I mean, we have pilot shortages, air hostess shortages, airline shortages, all sorts of shortages. That means travel is back and is booming, right? And a lot of times, the mistake that I see people make though in travel blogging is they might just start on Instagram or they might just start on YouTube, and they put all the eggs in that one basket, and the algorithm changes on those platforms, and they never got those users to come over to their own blog or their own newsletter. If you're starting a travel blog or any type of blog, make sure you're bringing those users off of TikTok and off of Instagram and off of YouTube onto your own site, onto your email list. Because over the last 15, 16 years of blogging, I've seen, these platforms come and go. I mean, who remembers MySpace and FriendFeed? Nobody, right? So nobody's like, as we look at 10 years out, I don't know which one of these platforms will still exist. But you know what will? Email. So make sure you get those people into your email list.
Yeah, that's a really good one. And the cool thing about travel is it doesn't even have to be a destination. You could even just talk about, like you said, the gear. I'm getting ready to go to Machu Picchu. Guess what I've been watching? I've been watching and reading about nothing but pack cubes and travel bags. And I mean, you could create a whole website about that alone. One of the other ones, this is kind of an interesting one. It's more like an umbrella type style, but it's called a lifestyle blog. And that's because a lot of people who do this style of blogging, they're kind of picking and choosing from different topics and they're putting it under one website. For instance, you could have somebody in their 30s a woman in her 30s who she loves to talk about travel. She also loves to talk about fashion and she loves to talk about food. So she might have those big topics under there. It can work. It is a lot more work because you're telling Google a lot of conflicting things. But for some people, especially people who have a personality and things like that, it could work really well for you.
Another, blog. It's not really a niche, but it is a bigger category, like a broader category, and I call it like the DIY category, right? I feel like WP Beginners are DIY blog, right? We help people do it themselves on their website, and sometimes freelancers are learning from our stuff and doing it for their clients. But really, any type of DIY blog, and you hit a point, kind of like in lifestyle, makeup. I feel that is such a huge industry, right? Makeup and fashion, but really anything DIY. I almost at one point wanted to start a makeup blog, okay? Because I just saw that it was such a huge demand for it, and people always makeup supplies are huge, right? You can white label makeups and put your own logo on it, which is what all these celebrities are doing anyways these days. And because of what I know about blogging and what I know about building an audience, I thought I could just do it. Except I was like, man, am I going to be the one on the video doing makeup on my face? I don't think that's going to work. So that's why I didn't do it. That's why I didn't do it. I wanted to hire someone to do it. But yeah, that makeup, any kind of DIY category is huge. And if you're really good at something and you believe you can teach people about it, whether it's hunting, whether it's quilting, whether it's any of that, DIY is there and is here to stay.
I love that. But in this kind of ties up as we wrap this up. I think the bigger thing about that is any of these blogs can make money, but be interested in that. Have your own voice to talk about this because you're going to get sick of the topic if you don't have an interest in it. Like, I'm glad that you didn't do the makeup thing because you probably would have been really sick of it after a minute because you don't have a personal interest in it. So, out of all of these, that's pretty much our number one thing is just have your own interest in whatever you're blogging about. Okay, that's it for today. If you have a topic that you want us to cover, let us know in the comments below. And if you found value in this episode, please leave us a review. And as always, thanks for watching and listening.